About 39 minutes ago, I got back from watching the Odyssey by Christopher Nolan in theaters, and I feel almost nothing. And that's a strange feeling. And I feel like I should be feeling something different, but I'm not. I feel almost nothing. The Odyssey is Christopher Nolan's retelling of the epic poem by Homer, and he is one of the most influential directors of my generation. He's made incredible movies, critically acclaimed, loved by many, like Interstellar, The Prestige, Inception, Dunkirk, Oppenheimer, so many more. And he's putting one of the greatest and most influential fictional work of all time onto screen. Just under 3 hours. It feels epic. It feels incredible. It looks amazing. It's shot beautifully. And I feel nothing. Besides maybe Don Quixote or Anna Karenina, I think the Odyssey by Homer may be one of the greatest pieces of literature ever written. So why does this movie, I wouldn't even say fall short, but fall in a strange limbo that I don't understand? Now, the first thing I want to say is this is going to be a spoiler-free review and a little deep dive into the movie. And the second thing I want to say is this movie is great. By no means is this movie not incredible. It's incredible to watch, it's incredible to look at, and it's incredibly done. People on the internet are very picky nowadays on what they think is a good film, or what they think they can call a good film. I don't know if they've been spoiled by good film, or if they just can't see good film for what it is because of short-term content, or the constant use of the internet. And this movie is incredible. I don't care if you've never seen a movie before or if you've seen every single one. This movie not only classifies as a movie, but feels like a movie. So, why don't I feel anything when I leave the theater? The first point, I think, is Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is on a higher than high pedestal for all of his movies because of his incredible track record, the movies he's made, the hype leading up to this. It's not every day that one of the most acclaimed directors of all time says that they're going to cover one of the most acclaimed stories of all time, and it got people excited. Now, when I first heard, the first thing I thought was, that's going to be hard to do. But if anyone can do it, it's Christopher Nolan. And I think a lot of people thought that. I think a lot of people, the hype was very high because it's the Odyssey and it's Christopher Nolan. You couldn't pick a better director to direct something so incredible. I don't feel disappointed. I just feel almost nothing. Now, I grew up reading a lot. I love reading. As any kid should. I read a lot of books, any book I could get my hands on. When I first read Beowulf, I almost lost my mind. It was one of the coolest things I've ever read. And shortly thereafter, through The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and I made my way to the Iliad and the Odyssey. And as I read the Odyssey, I imagined these incredible scenes, these incredible pictures. So when I heard that Christopher Nolan was doing the Odyssey, you know, a book that I love, or a story that I love, but a director that I love and movies that I love, I thought, you know, your track record is not spotless, but I hope you do your best and give it a shot. And it can't be bad because it's Christopher Nolan. And it wasn't. But I think the grandeur that we can conjure in our heads of one of the greatest written, oral, told stories of all time can never be achieved in film. Now, were there parts that I loved? Of course. This is spoiler-free, but the book's been around for centuries, so I hope you understand. Circe's Island was incredible. It's straight out of my memory. There was other parts that were out of my memory, too. You know, the memory that I created when reading the book. And yet, I'm still sitting here wondering what I didn't like. Was it the acting? No, the acting was good. Was it the filmmaking? No, the filmmaking was good. There's not one bad thing I can say about this movie. And yet, it doesn't feel like an enjoyable movie. And I think that's because the story has been done 1,000 times. The Odyssey is the groundwork for almost every modern story that we have created. It is a story that's been told and retold thousands of times. That's why we have it in the first place. It's been told and retold so many times that it made its way to us, for us to read. So when you see it retold again, you know what's going to happen. You're ready for it. There was some good nonlinear storytelling within the Odyssey, but still the Odyssey felt like the Odyssey. There was nothing shocking that happened because you knew what was going to happen. There was no crazy diversion. And a lot of people were wondering, well, it's Christopher Nolan. What's he going to do here? He's been experimenting with IMAX. That was a big talk of the town, his new IMAX technology. The whole movie's shot in 70mm IMAX. And of course, there's no time travel or classic Christopher Nolan Inception level things happening because it's the Odyssey, and not giving any spoilers, it was pretty straightforward. So, that's the Odyssey. A well-filmed, well-directed, well-shot retelling of Homer's epic poem from so long ago. So what's the verdict? Good movie? Bad movie? Does it feel like a good movie? Did it feel like a bad movie? I need time to think. I'm still stuck. I feel nothing. I urge anyone who hasn't watched it and is interested to go watch it, because it could mean something completely different to you. There's a theme there that he was going for, Christopher Nolan, and I'm not sure if I've gotten it yet. And not only that, but I'm not sure that I'm supposed to get it yet. Don't listen to the internet. Watch a movie to understand it. Watch the movie, make your own ideas, and then make your decision. My IMDb review currently for this is sitting at a 7, but I haven't been able to write a review. Usually when I'm done with a movie, within a couple hours, I can write a review on it. But I can't do it with this one. I'm gonna need more time. So it's sitting at a 7 right now. I'll update this and let you know if it changes. But that's Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I think you should see it. It's very thought-provoking, in not the ways that you'd expect, which is new, but also, that's film. Try to have fun on the internet. That is my message. Goodbye and good luck.